What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Gunnars Garage. And you can tell today the air is thick. I've only been out here for a couple of minutes. And so today's video, we are going to be installing some mechanical gauges into the almost a McLaren, to the Camaro down there. So yeah, that's the big plan today. We're just gonna be running all of the gauges and everything. I'll show them right here. So here you go. Here are the gauges: oil pressure, voltage, and water temp. That is what I got. It should be fairly straightforward. I know where everything is gonna go, and I already have a kind of a panel made up in my head of what I want to do. So I have a vision in mind already, which is, a good place to start. So yeah, let's just kind of get right into it. It's going to be pretty straightforward. I think the first thing I'm going to run is the water temp gauge, because it's already wired up, ready to go. Same with this one. I just need to add another fitting on it there. And then the battery one is also very straightforward. So I'm not going to run any light bulbs in them. I feel like I don't need to. That just adds wiring that I don't want to do. So we are going to simply just run them, install them, and just have them work. So let's get into it. All right, so as per usual, it has been a couple weeks since I did that last clip. But shortly after that clip, I kind of just went to work because I wanted to figure out how some of these gauges are going to work before I just turn on the camera and just randomly start going about it. So kind of want to walk you through everything that I have done so far. It's definitely not complete by any stretch yet. There's wires everywhere and it's kind of a mess. So going to take you through a tour of everything, kind of show you where I routed everything, and I'm sure there's simpler ways to route this, but this is what I found easiest for me in my situation. So let me show you what we're working with here. So first things first, just starting in the engine bay here. You can see this red wire coming out. That is for the battery gauge. And then I have everything else just kind of poking out from this little rectangle here. All of this stuff right here, I mean, this is like the old heater core, and there's all kind of like the air conditioning and stuff. All the vents are back there. So essentially there's going to be no climate control in this car. There's not going to be any heat. There's not going to be any of that. So there was lots of stuff right here, and that all got evicted quite a while ago, actually. But through this whole area is actually the footwell, and the glove box is also behind there. So I was actually able to kind of pass everything through behind the glove box, and then they all just found their way out here. And then this little thing, this can move, so that can adjust and everything like that. I will cover this up, but obviously not going to do that now. I have this mess of wires that doesn't go to really anything anymore. I guess there is some things that are plugged in that are stay plugged in, but everything will be able to be crammed in this pocket here once I'm done, and then I'll make like a plate and then cut a slit for all these wires and things to fit through. So everything that's required to pass through will be able to pass through. And then this big mess of wires and blah, 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 that's going to get hidden away eventually. It was before I took everything out to do this job. So now that we're still in engine bay, this is the coolant water temp right here. Can we focus, please? Okay, well, it's not going to focus. This is a little dongle for the water temp. The water temp is actually right where that red tape is at. Right, so we're gonna take this off, pop that off. I'm gonna put this in. I have Teflon tape, so anytime you're dealing with water, we have that here. And that's just gonna thread right in. And that's the temperature sensor. This red wire was a ground for the battery voltage thing. And you can kind of see that white slash kind of clear one back there. That one is going to be for the oil pressure. I don't think this car has amazing oil pressure, to be honest, but might as well hook it up, see what happens. This is the old unit. This is the stock unit for the dash. This is just a dummy light. It doesn't actually show you anything in the dash. See, we needed a big socket to take this thing out, but it's going to get replaced with this guy right here, and it kind of goes, it gets tucked under here essentially. So I mean, the oil filter is right there as well, so that's where all the oil stuff is going to go. And if you take a look in here, instead of hooking up the gauges to the battery, which would be kind of, it's easy but also kind of hard, you want it to be, the gauges to be off when the car's off. You don't have keys in it or anything like that. So what I found out you do by simply reading the instructions, you go into your fuse panel right here and you find something that is off when the car is off and turns on when the car is on. So got the power to the gauge there. Obviously still need to clean it up like with everything else that's going on. But I have everything set up and orientated the way I want it. So they'll sit in there like that, screwed on, of course. Oil pressure, volts, water temp. It's just a bracket that will get screwed onto the top like that. And hopefully for demonstration, I can show you that the battery one will work. I'm just gonna put my key in. I'm not gonna start the car, of course, but ignition on. Battery volts working. Obviously, if the car would start right now, which the gas is not hooked up, I was trying to mess with some fuel lines earlier as well, but so the car's not going to start right now. So that's that. There's my big wiring mesh and testing and all that fun stuff. But yeah, you can clearly see that this needs to get wrapped up down there. Still, we need to vacuum everything, but yeah, that's kind of the introduction of what the plan was there. But any hoozle, cut the camera, do some more work, and I'll pick back up. Okie dokie. I jacked the car up to give you guys a better visualization of where that thing is. That fitting there that's going in and out of focus above the oil filter. That is where the oil pressure sending thingy boober is going to go. And I'm going to show you how to rig up the line to fit in said hole. So give me 1 second and I can figure that out for you. Okay, so I have the fitting that's going to go in. Maybe. And I did put some Teflon on that. So, may have mentioned this, may have not, but these are just little brass fittings. So, they honestly, you just need them tight. You don't need to crank on them. So once they're just nice and good, you can't turn them anymore, then that is going to be completely fine. You don't want to strip out the threads or round out the nut or whatever. So, ouch. Just keep that in mind. Now for this part, you have your nut and a compression fitting. The nut goes on the line first and then the compression fitting. So the cone, the bottom part of the cone goes against the nut, and then you'll tighten it down and it'll press the fitting up there, and you'll be just fine. Now I will stress, since this is plastic line, I would probably take some precaution and maybe put some heat tape around it or something. She's not gonna go anywhere. Now you can kind of clean it up and kind of clean up the routing if you need to. Put some tape on it, which I probably will. And this saw is dialed. All right. Well, we got everything where we need it. So now I'm going to attempt to put some screws in. See how she looks. Oh. Check it out, we running. We have readings. Nothing on water yet, but it's got oil pressure. We're charging. I'm sure soon we'll have something on the water temp gauge, but had to shut her down for the night, and I think this might be the end of the video. We went over installing the gauges, kinda. Their function, they do work. Didn't get the car warmed up all the way for a water test. It is pretty late at night. Went for a little, you know. She started backfiring pretty bad. It's almost all like caulk out tonight. I mean, it was shooting fireballs up the tailpipe. That was not the greatest idea. But anyway, I mean, they all seem to be doing the job. We obviously have so much TLC left to do on just the overall, just figuring out all of the, just cleaning everything up, really. I mean, that's the main part. Gauges work. They seem to be doing the job. Again, it's pretty straightforward. If you would like to support the channel, best way to do that is hitting that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So I mean, we're at 700 right now at the time of recording this video. If you want to be a part of the Gunnars Garage Army and a part of the channel, hit that subscribe button. I mean, that's gonna help me out the most. If you would like to leave a like on the video, while down there, you know, like button's right next to the subscribe button, so that would also be a huge help out as well. And I also have some new merch in the description as well. I came up with some t-shirt ideas. I hope you like them. And I also came out with a hat as well. Still yet to get some. I have some samples on the way. Don't you worry. So I'll be wearing them in some future videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.